all of the buffer stocks for our rice, our major rice importers. We're continuing on Thursday, as you all know. And so it's good to see, it's encouraging that there will be no shortage in the near future, that there's a lot of potential that there's a constant flow of our commodities coming in. I've been satisfied with what I've seen in terms of the facilities that these commodities are housed in, how they're being handled, and that is very important. And also, it's good to know that Liberians are an active part of this process, because with all of the facilities we visited today, the three, Mawine, UCI, and SWAT, we've seen that they have invested in hiring Liberians. We have from 50 to 500 employees at those various centers, and so it's good to see that they're taking seriously that we need to incorporate Liberians into the process, even though they are importers, but Liberians have to be a part of the process.
Madam, one will see say you're bringing too much zeal in your operations.
Well, that's what we need. Anytime there's change, there should be something different. There should be a different feeling, a different level of energy that comes to it. And I'm someone that brings energy, and so I want everyone to be a part today. You know, I have ministers with me, deputy ministers, assistant ministers. I have an inspector general. I have staff from our customer service office who process our importation documents. So I wanted them to come out and get a chance to see and feel what happens on the back end of what they do. And so it's, for me, it's an opportunity for us to collaborate. I think everyone needs to be a part of the process, because once you're invested and you feel like you are making, you know, a meaningful contribution, I think people give their all. And so coming out today, you know, I'm glad this will not be my first or my last. You know, everyone says, oh, everyone starts the same way but doesn't end. Well, I can tell you I have the energy to continue, so I just need to make sure that you all have the energy to keep up with me.
Yeah, Madam Minister, you're coming at a time that the value of our money continue to go up against the US dollars, but then prices continue to be up to, it's not coming down. What you intend to do to balance it?
Okay, well, that's why I immediately called meetings last week with all of our importers and with our business people so that we can begin the conversation. The good thing is our Liberian dollar, the value of it is increasing, and that's a good thing, and we must recognize that. But also, anytime the rate fluctuates, there's always room for adjustment in prices. And so the conversation with our business people is that there is room to either increase or decrease the prices. The comfort level they need is knowing that we're going to level off and stabilize in terms of the rate so that they can make those adjustments. So we started having those conversations, which is critical. So we want Liberians to be patient. We want our people to know that this is something we're working with. We're working closely with CBL in figuring out how we go forward. And you didn't mention it, but of course the scarcity of the Liberian dollar in the market is also a factor that's leading to this. But we're constantly working together with CBL to make sure measure in place. We're trying to encourage businesses to make sure that they utilize the POS point of service options for people, so you can pay with your card, utilizing mobile money. We're working with CBL so that way they can reduce the fees when you go to cash out with mobile money. So people don't, you know, we're so used to having physical cash in our hands. And so when there's, you know, some level of scarcity of physical cash, people tend to panic. But if we are to move into this new age and catch up with the whole world, and also see what happened with Corona, it limited our interaction, our movement, so we have to adjust. And I think we're going to do that gradually. But we're working across sectors to make sure that we are paying attention to that. But people need to understand there will be adjustments. It's not immediate, but it will happen gradually, and we are engaging our business people. Our inspectors are on the alert to make sure they're checking, to make sure the rates are posted. That's one thing that we're